Hi, my name is Nure. I'm a rising junior at Mountain View High School. I'm working on the Smart Garden project. This is my second milestone where I create an app through MIT App Inventor to view my sensor data on my phone. So there were two ways I sent my sensor data from the Arduino to the MIT App Inventor. One was with ThinkSpeak and one was by creating a web server. Let's start with ThinkSpeak. ThinkSpeak is an IoT platform. IoT stands for Internet of Things, and Internet of Things connects physical devices and everyday objects to the internet, allowing them to be remotely monitored. I use ThinkSpeak to store my sensor data and create graphs for them. The ThinkSpeak code was simple. I just included the library, set up ThinkSpeak in my setup loop, and sent the sensor data to ThinkSpeak. And then ThinkSpeak API automatically created a graph for each one. In addition to creating a graph on my app, I also wanted to include the current sensor values. For this, I needed to create a web server. My specific Arduino, the MKR1000, is able to connect to the Wi-Fi and create a web server. A server is a computer device or program that provides functionality for another device. This device is called a client. A web server is a server that can be accessed through the internet. So in this case, my Arduino is the web server and the MIT App Inventor is the client. The code for writing this web server was the part where I had the most problems with. Basically, the code works like this. The code creates a Wi-Fi client, and a Wi-Fi client allows a client to access the Arduino's IP address, and the IP address is the link to the web server. And then if there's a client connected, the code sends the 3 sensor values to the web server, and this refreshes every 5 seconds. So that's how the web server works. And moving on to the MIT App Inventor, the code was simple. To view the graphs on the MIT App Inventor, I included the web viewer component and included the URLs of the graphs on ThinkSpeak. And then to include the sensor value data on the web server, I included the web component instead of a web viewer component, and I split up the 3 numbers and set them as labels for temperature, moisture, and light. And then for my third milestone, I plan to solder my circuit onto a breadboard and to include a water pump. So now I'm going to demo this app on my phone. So it has a button for temperature, moisture, and light, and under it has the data. And then if you click on one of them, say light, and then it creates a graph on ThinkSpeak that shows the graph of the light sensor data. So thank you, that is my project.